So this is going to be our designer Wuthering Waves tier list. And it's not going to be a tier list where we rate based on how hot they are. I'm sure that's going to be a factor. But it's not going to be your typical like waifu husbando type tier list. We want to go through just like the artists, like how they look, like the clothes. Like we'll even go to how like their eyes look and just everything about them. And that's honestly how I feel like I'm going to be pulling most of my characters in Wuthering Waves, just like how I do in any other gacha.
Yeah,
so,
I think you're right. I think the pull strategy for both of us, which I don't know if that's popular or unpopular opinion, but pull strategy for us is we're just going basically going to be pulling the people that we're interested in. For us, it's like who is visually interesting, or maybe who has like a cool story, or I'm sure that there will be characters that just have really cool, well-designed kits that were like, okay, awesome. So he like hit the nail on the head. It's just gonna be like the design, and that's like open to interpretation.
I think we should just go right into it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Verina is a child.
And that's really all we have to say about
it. Generally,
oh my god,
never pull for any like child type character in gachas. One, it's just weird to me that there's a child that really like fighting alongside like real adults.
Yeah.
For one, it's like, oh, but she's 1,000 years old. You doesn't count. Two, I honestly like. I know I just became really biased here by starting that off. I actually think Verina's design is actually very lackluster.
I totally agree.
It's too light, and it's all just like she looks like a flower petal. But
I think that was probably intended.
Maybe even
bro.
just. I know it's intended, but maybe she
she
gets
has
points because of that.
a literal flower
sure
on
that
her
there's points
dress.
for that. But no, it's like she's like a leaf off of a tree. I don't know.
I think for me, she just gets washed out. Like her color palette for me is like really similar throughout. And again, I know that is intentional, but like there's no visual interest there. I agree. It is kind of weird that this person is a child. We're putting Verina in C tier, and I think that's enough said about Verina.
Yeah, and I think that's all we need to talk about of her.
Next, we're gonna go into Aalto. This is gonna be an interesting one, man. I actually think Aalto looks really cool. The whole air pistol, I just think he looks kind of like a badass. He looks like he's like out here to have some fun. I don't know, man. I like him a lot. I think I'm leaning towards like definitely obviously not C tier. I think I'm like somewhere in here. So like I kind of want to hear what you have to say about him.
He reminds me of the character where he's like the mysterious character that comes and joins your party throughout and then like leaves and comes back. And you find out he was like a double agent.
Right.
The whole time. And then he comes back again at the end. It's like, wait, I love you guys. I'm going to fight with you. He has like that energy to me. Plus the white hair. He puts on sunglasses when he ults. That's dope.
He's got that cool factor. I don't know. I feel like he has a cool factor about him. Yeah.
And I think also he raises up a little bit for me too, because we already heard his English voice actor on the Wuthering Wave.
Oh yeah. True. Very true.
YouTube channel. So
yeah, his VA is good. I think his VA is good. Yeah. I'm down. So are you thinking A tier maybe?
I'm thinking A.
All right, cool. Yeah, A for Aalto.
A for me.
Okay, so next one is this is Encore.
Another child, and I don't like child characters. I still think they belong in C, but I can accept that she looks a lot better than Verina. So put Encore in front.
yeah, like this for sure. I totally agree, because I've seen gameplay of Encore, and I think Encore's gameplay looks really fun, but it's still it's just kind of like what are we doing? I don't know. I don't know. I say we just leave it there and then we just move on, because the other characters are way more interesting to me. So
and I'm sorry for anyone that like disagrees, but like
I'm not. So we're moving on. Okay, so Calcharo. Yes, this is a good one. Yes.
Well, this is also very biased about this too, because it has that. I know this is like talked about a lot, but he has that Sephiroth kind of like vibe to him. He's tall. He uses a broadsword. I mean, look at him. A badass coming from all over. His hair looks amazing. He's an electro character, and that's like even more for me. I love electric type characters.
That's true. I feel like the Sephiroth vibes is super cool. I think it's done a lot, but like I think they did a really good job not making a clone of him. I think he takes cool to a different level. Like we kind of talked about cool vibe with Aalto. I think Calcharo is just a cooler Aalto. like
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
a more-
Similar color palettes, just the VFX of the character.
He's the older brother,
There
and
you go.
Alto's the younger brother.
There you go. Okay. Like main character.
The demeanor. Yeah.
Okay, so I think I already know where you're gonna put him, but
I put him up in S tier because
yeah,
like his.
okay.
He also has like that crown tattoo, like on his forehead too,
Yeah.
and the way like the black and blue and white in his armor like meshes together. Not only that, dude, when he ults, like he gets that like half mask thing too when he gets in his ult form. Looks
Bro.
so cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Chixia.
Chixia, yeah,
I believe.
Chixia.
I think her design is also pretty good.
Dude, I love her.
It helps that she's kind of like a goofball.
Yeah, exactly.
She kind of reminds me of, I think she's going to be like this game's March 7th from Honkai Star Rail. The class clown, I guess.
Yeah, the comedic relief. The comedic relief to the game. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
But I just like how, like, I know people say this as like a bad thing comparing this to Genshin because of like the not as poppy as colors, but I love how easy she looks. Like the red hair, white, black, and then she has like the red tank top. Ah, man. And the fact that she uses guns, like dual wield guns, that's so badass.
Yeah, I think she's already, and we haven't even played the game yet, right? And she's already a pretty like, I feel like we have a pretty good understanding of the character. Like she has personality, I think is a good way to put it. Yeah, I think she's a goofball for sure. At least I hope she is. It would like fit the way that she's visually depicted. And yeah, dude, her moveset, like I think the pistols in this game, we haven't talked about this, so I feel like the pistols in this game are like low-key kind of like cool looking. Like I kind of want to have
cool.
I kind of want to have one in my party. I think just like off the rip, I think that she's cooler than Aalto is. Maybe not cooler. That's not the right word. I think she's more interesting than Aalto is. So this is kind of what I was thinking. Like I
like
tier.
that.
This next one is is it Danjin? That's right, Danjin.
Yeah, Danjin.
Yeah, Danjin. Dude, I'm gonna be honest right off the bat. I'm not super impressed by the way that Danjin looks. I think kind of bland.
I think there's something about her, like there's a lot of JRPGs where as a character you see only a little bit of the time when you're playing the game, and it's an NPC, but she's just important enough to have a little bit different clothes than the normal NPC. That to me is Danjin.
Damn, you just put her with the NPCs, bro.
I can accept that her design is different enough from an NPC level, but it doesn't vibe with me. I don't like how she looks.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I like how she plays, or how
the idea of the kit.
That idea of her kit. I always love sword users.
That's fair. Yeah.
But
so I guess I'll just like off the rip. I was thinking about putting her in B.
B is where I would place her as well.
Okay, perfect. I love that. Oh my god, I love Yangyang so much. It's so bad. I think that her personality is interesting because she comes off, and I don't know because I haven't played the story. We didn't play any of the betas. I don't know for sure. But you look at her, and she looks kind of like a sad girl, and I think that that's cute. I think they did an awesome job. I think her dress, God, this is bad. I don't even know what to say. I think they did a really, really good job walking the line of what a stereotypical anime waifu might look like, but also providing some substance to the character. Because you look at like her clothes, for example, she's like the really cute hat. She has a bow. Her dress is really cute. She's got like these really nice like tights on. Her color palette's really interesting to me. It like reminds me of a raven. And I know she has like that really, really, really big feather in her hair. As far as details go, out of a lot of the characters, I just think that like the artist provided her with maybe more than some of the other ones. And I don't know if that's like because she was one of the first characters. I don't really know, but I'm in love. Sure. I think I will wait to provide my review score until I hear you out. I
agree with all of that, except for a few minor things. So I think that details on her dress is really nice. And in game, every single one of those tassels in her dress is like animated, so it's really cool, really well designed. I hate her hat, dude.
You hate her hat?
Honestly, it brings that like a tier or two down for me. I don't like the hat.
You don't like her hat?
Get rid of the hat, and it's like
dude.
I'm good. If it was like a beret, and she kind of wore it in the front a little bit more, I think I'd like her a little bit. But the fact that this thing's just like floating at the back of her head just makes her head look, I don't know, man. I can't focus on her face because I'm focusing on the stupid dumb hat.
Dude, you have a problem. You have a literal problem.
Sorry.
God.
I don't care.
So you're telling me she cannot be below an A. I'm sorry. She can't be below an A.
Okay. Put her in the back of A then, because I was going to put her in B.
The back of A? Oh my god, dude. Here
I like her character, don't get me wrong. Voice actress also top tier.
All right,
but
dude, this pains me, guys. This is
the hat painful. It bugs me for some reason. I can't explain it. I don't know how.
I even called out the hat that I liked the hat. I thought it was a nice touch.
I know, and I thought that was
you're
dumb,
ruthless, dude. We're moving on. Okay. Jianxin.
She is by far one of like the coolest characters, or like 5-star banner, like standard banners for a gacha, in my opinion, because she's adorable.
I'll give it to you.
But she doesn't mess around, right? In her ult animation, it's so cute because when she does her ult, she's like it's back and like breathes out, and she's like, holy shit, she's becoming serious. I really like it. I really like the black and green and white.
So if you learn anything about the two of us, he likes cutesy girls and I like sad girls. That's what it comes down to.
Yes. But her hair too. Her hair that matches, like everything like flows together. I'm so sick and tired of people saying that Wuthering Waves doesn't have fantastic 5-star designs. I think her design is an S, but hold on. Since I'm not gonna pull for her based off of that, I think she needs to be an A.
You think she needs to be an A? Okay. I was going to put her in A to begin with. I don't think that she's S tier. Let me explain though. The reason that I don't think that she is S tier is because, so she very similarly to Chixia, you can tell that she's cutesy and maybe a little less goofy, but I think where I struggle, like it's almost like I can't tell the identity of her outside of that. Which I know she has one, and I don't think that that's like translated, but I do love what she looks like. I think that she's like, she's gorgeous. She's super pretty. The black and white hair, the yin and yang, like I think that's really, really, really cool. And I definitely vibe with that.
I should have said that, yin and yang.
Yeah, and she's Era, which is cool. Like arguably my favorite.
You vibe with that. I would be okay with either in front of Chixia or in between Chixia and Aalto. I'm vibing with that. Let's do that.
I think this here too, because you can tell, like Chixia is she's cutesy, but she's also goofy, and you can tell by like just looking at her. And I think there's just a little bit more for me, a little bit more like clarification on the character, and that's a hard thing to do. It's not like I'm roasting the designers for this. It's a very hard thing to do. It's just like that's my take. Yeah. Very subjective, by the way. We never clarified that. This is fine. Yeah. No one should care about this at all. It's just something.
These are actual facts, and they are objective, and you should follow them word by word.
Jiyan.
He looks so cool, dude.
Dude, this guy.
I gotta say.
Holy crap, dude. This guy is so sick. He is so. Oh my god, he's so cool.
When you think 5 stars, and you see Jiyan, you're like, yeah. That's a 5-star. There's no doubt that that's a rare character that you want on your account.
Yeah, and
Granted,
like
I probably won't be pulling for him. Dude, I think he needs to be an S tier because of how well his hair and his gear, and then he has the dragon spear and his dragon friend.
Bro,
it all meshes so well together.
I hear me out. I think so far out of what we've seen, he's the coolest character. Like,
oh yeah, I think and it is a little bit biased, but I think Calcharo is still a little bit behind Jiyan in design wise.
Yeah, I think
Jiyan is a really good character, good looking character.
You know what, too, dude? I think you and I would agree with this. I think it's because the Sephiroth thing is just like so normal. It's become a very normalized thing to do, and it's like not as unique. It's still really, really cool, right? Like, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But dude, Jiyan, bro, he's got this big ass sword, and he's got a spear, and he's like randomly dragons. Like, oh, and he's the
Long-ass
general. We found
ponytail.
that out. We found out he's the general now. Like, you know, like, holy moly. Like, I don't know. He's just super cool. His outfit's like so dope, dude. And he's ripped. Holy shit, he's ripped, dude.
I think Baizhi deserves to be a 5-star with how they designed her.
Oh, this is not where I thought this was going. Yeah.
You thought I don't think she looks boring at all, dude.
No, I didn't think you were gonna think she was boring. I just thought you were gonna go the fact that she's like very attractive. But no.
Oh well, yes. That's yes. Obviously, that is what the case is. But it's the bangs, the green eyes. It's like the sad green eyes. But again, I keep going over this. They don't have that much color, but what they do with the colors that's available, just it makes a character look so good. And Baizhi looks amazing. Her model is
it's S tier. Yeah,
very good.
Her model is S tier for
very,
sure.
very good.
And she has this really cool companion that I'm very interested in to like learn more about.
She has
like,
a nice little like, a nice little 9 tails companion.
Oh god, yeah.
Pokemon.
So Pokemon.
I think I'm conflicted on a rating with her.
I'm not.
Sorry.
I'm not, bro. I'm putting her at the bottom. About her? No. I'm good. I'm honestly good. I think she goes here.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think her design goes in S tier. Going more design of her like bit. Like she has like the tight top, obviously, and it's like the short skirt, but she has like these really cool sleeves.
She does.
That just are there. Like it's not attached to her like dress. It's just like it's just a really cool design choice. And I vibe with that. I like the additional accessories that kind of make the character pop out a little bit more. With like, they're only using what, black, white, and green, a little bit of gold. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I love that.
I think you hit the nail on the head. Like, this is like separate point is that like, yes, the colors in Wuwa are more muted, but that also allows the designers to be way more intentional with the introduction of pops of colors. I think that Baizhi still falls behind Calcharo. Agreed? Or
yeah, I agree.
Okay.
No, I agree. Where she is at on the tier list, I agree with that.
All right, well, moving on. Linglang is our next one, and dude, I hate his design. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, oh man, I feel bad saying that. Like, I really do, but because there's like a lot of like culture involved with his design and stuff that like, I don't understand as a Westerner, don't understand, and like I get that, but dude, I just think he looks off.
Yeah, I'm somewhat in agreement with you. I like the way they went with him. As
what do you mean?
He's kind of like a little cat boy, right?
Yeah, but
because I think he has the cat ears. Yeah, he has the cat ears there. So that was very intentional with his design. I'm a big Final Fantasy 14 player. I've been a cat boy and a bunny boy. I was a cat boy since launch, and then when the bunny boys came out, I've been a bunny boy since that. And I was like, what, 2-3 years ago. I like that aesthetic. I'm not a furry. They just have ears and human bodies. There's a big difference. That's another whole video.
We're not doing that video.
I like his hair. His hair is really cool.
You like his hair?
It's kind of like messy. It's messy and then has a big puffy like
the long pony. Yeah, the long pony.
I really like that. I think that's the only redeeming feature for me because I don't like how his robe or his like torso like meshes. Like it has like the red and gold and the on like the right or left side of his torso.
Yeah.
And it's just white the rest of the way. I feel like I could have done a little bit more with that. I'm sure that's like an intentional design that I'm not aware of. But yeah, and the fact that he's kind of like a child. I don't think he's C tier. I think he's behind.
I agree with you. I agree. This is where I was gonna put him as well. Okay, next up, Mortefi.
That he used to have a dragon tail. He used to be like a
they nerfed him. Yeah, they nerfed him.
He looks so fucking cool.
Yeah.
With that knowledge, I still think he looks cool.
I agree. He's just not as cool.
It's the intentional design where he has the red hair, the red wraps on his forearm, the red tattoo that seeps through on his chest.
Yeah. He's showing that.
I think that is so badass. I think that is so cool.
That's really cool.
Everything else about him is pretty bland, like his pants and everything. That's whatever.
So here's
your thoughts.
I hate. This is so weird. I hate it.
Boy.
I hate it when animes have characters with glasses.
Bitch.
Dude,
You bitch.
I hate it so much, dude.
You don't like it when they
understand.
adjust their glasses and it has a lens, like they're.
I always dislike the character that has glasses because the glasses means that character is smarter than everyone else and they know it. And I hate that.
That is definitely that's
It's based.
Like, pretty true.
It's based.
For the most part. It's true.
It is, but
I like that.
I know you like that, but I will say I think that he does look really cool.
I want him in A.
You want him in A? Well, he's not going
in front of Yangyang.
He's not going in front of Yangyang. That's the line. I can't do that. There's no way that he's cooler than Yangyang, dude. He lost his dragon.
Does he have a hat? I can agree to disagree since I have my hat thing. You have your glasses thing.
Yeah. They're like right here. They're like together. They're together.
Yeah.
They're yin and yang. Okay. This is female Rover, right?
Yes. I love how male Rover's not even on this list.
Included. Male Rover would be in the bottom of B tier for me. He's the most bland looking character of all time. The VA is good, I think.
The VA, like the only reason why I'm considering doing male Rover is because of the VA.
Right. But the thing is, the female VA is also very good for female Rover.
Yes.
And the female Rover
and her design is really good, especially for a main character in a gacha game. So I love her hair. I like the short hair aesthetic.
He went the PG route first. Okay.
I told you this isn't like a horny
not
waifu
yet
tier list.
You
not
started
yet.
at the hair.
That's just the first thing I noticed. On God, the hair.
Oh my God.
It's perfect. I think that's really good. And she has like the little yellow tasset or whatever that thing is right there.
Yeah, it's cute. Yeah, it's
the
cute.
fact that her whole color palette is literally just black, right? With a little bit of hints of yellow. Somehow it looks good.
Yeah. Well, like I think that's the structure of the outfit, though. Honestly, for me anyway. Like she reminds me of a Kali from League of Legends if she wore all black.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, like
I forgot what she looked like. So
she's got that like slender, like athletic, almost like ninjutsu vibe.
Oh, I see.
And she's also wearing all black, right? Because like Akali's green. I think I'm in love. I think her hair is super cute. I like the bob. The bob was a good choice.
Also, I'm a huge fan of amber eyes. The amber eye color.
Oh, interesting.
It looks so good, especially with the all black. I think that's like the one thing I forgot to like mention is like the accent with her eyes and a little bit of gold, like the other amber like colors with the rest of her. It looks really good. And to top it all off, immaculate side boob.
We put her in S tier?
No.
You think top
I think
of
she's
A?
in the front of
she's
A.
at least top of A.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Baizhi, I think Baizhi's more interesting. That's true.
It's not enough. And here we go with Sanhua. And I'll start off. Fantastic. I love the bangs.
Out of 10.
Okay, because she's a nice character. I see that.
10 out of 10.
Tank top. Very nice. She's another character that went in 3D animation. Her dress or her skirt, every single one of those like have an animation to it.
Right.
Looks amazing. I think she looks like a 5-star, but the reason why,
I swear to God,
you'll be surprised, why I think she deserves to not be in A tier is because of the hat.
Dude, you're so unbased right now. This is insane. You're just hat hating. Dude, this hat, okay.
I think she looks great. It's the hat just bugs me, man.
But bro, I like her hat even more than I like Yangyang's. I think that Sanhua's character model might be my favorite character model right now in the game. Maybe behind Jiyan.
She does look really good, dude. I won't deny that. Take the hat off.
And she wields ice. And she's satisfied.
I know we just talked about how A tier already has a bunch of characters. I don't care. I think she should at least be in front of Yangyang.
Oh, she absolutely is in front of Yangyang. Bro, okay. This is where I would put her. I put her at the top of A.
I think she would be an S tier character if it wasn't for the hat. So I think that's actually a fair placement.
Of course it is. I know what I'm talking about.
All right, so Taoqi. I'm glad she's not a 5-star. because she looks like
She doesn't
she
look
looks like a
one.
4-star.
She, does
She looks
not
like a
look-
4-star. Like
Oh,
that. Like
damn.
if you know anything about a gacha game and you look at a list of characters and you see Taoqi, you would just immediately assume 4-star.
Yeah.
That being said, I think her design's actually really good. Like what I've been saying with the other characters, not a lot of colors. This character in particular
Oh, particular.
has
Yes.
the pink color.
Pink is good. Agreed.
So we have the pink, white, black, little bit of gold. That's a trend. If you notice that, there's a little bit of gold everywhere.
Yeah. That's the woo color. Yeah.
And she uses a broadsword. I really like big sword users. Usually big sword users have big personalities.
You
And
motherfucker,
Taoqi is
dude.
no exception. I don't know anything about her like personality, actual personality. But her bow too, and how some of her hair hides her eye. Love that. I actually really like that. I vibe with the one eye being shown and the hair covering the eye. I believe she is in front of Aalto. That's where I want to put her. I want to hear your thoughts though.
You want to put her in front of Aalto?
Yeah.
I'm really conflicted with her, to be honest. I love the pink that they used. Like the pastel-y, like almost washed out pink. I think it looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feels like they like dressed her and said, oh shit, we need to add something. We're going to change her color pink, her hair color pink, and here's some cool sleeves. To me, she almost feels like an afterthought. Which I'm not throwing shade at the designers. It literally to me feels like they're like, shit, we can't have this just like black and white dress. What do we do? And then they're like, okay, well we'll change her hair color to pink. Okay, well that doesn't really do much. Okay, let's just throw on these sleeves. Does that look good? Okay, yeah, that looks good.
I think she looks better than Danjin and Linglang.
I agree. I wanted to put her here, the front of B. I think that she's, to your point, yeah, it was a perfect call out. I think that they just they leaned on the color heavy, which again sometimes works out really great, and I just in this one I don't think that they unified her enough. Yinlin
Yinlin is in S tier 100%.
Okay, I actually agree.
So we'll go into it, and it's not because of her base model. That's definitely a factor.
She is a very attractive anime character.
Yes she's definitely going to be the top selling banner. Jiyan's probably going to be really good, but I feel like Yinlin is going to sell way more. The dots under her eyes, very just small detail.
Yeah.
It really is. It's the smallest detail, but it accentuates her facial expressions, or when she uses her eyes expressively. I don't know how.
It gives it here. Hear me out.
Explain it.
It gives the character dimension. Okay, so look at the rest of the faces of the characters. They look like a pretty normal anime character, right? You can add in these small what do they call them? Are they beauty marks? Yeah, beauty marks.
Yeah. Beauty marks.
You can add these. A lot of times you'll add these beauty marks to these, oftentimes very attractive female anime mommy characters like Yinlin.
Yep.
Yeah. Normal practice. And yeah, God, she is very attractive. She's hot, bro. She is hot.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Very good looking character. Dude, I can't wait to pull her, dude. It's gonna be
the DGen comes out. I can't wait.
Can we talk about her top?
Yeah.
I love that design, dude.
Yeah, it's sick.
Where it's not the upper, but it's the lower, the under boob.
Mm-hmm.
That design is not used enough, in my opinion.
Well, you want to keep it treasured, bro, because you don't want them to overuse it. I agree with you though, 100%. There's a lot of detail too. Thinking about the rest of the characters, I would say that she is the most detailed clothing of all of the characters.
Yep.
There's a lot of detail. There's a lot of detail in there. Again, I think there's you got loops, you got bows, you got pockets, you got clips, you got straps, leather, you got it all.
Yeah, and I know we were just talking kind of bad about Taoqi's design because Yinlin, she pops out because of the red hair, right? Mm-hmm. There's red within the red, kind of accented throughout her design and clothes. Yeah. Even some of her nails or whatever have some red in it.
Oh yeah, the nails. I forgot about the nails.
And then it's just black, and then again hints of gold.
Yeah,
definitely a trend that designers intentionally set there.
Mm-hmm. It's a good choice.
But the way, like, yes, we notice it's a red, but everything else just like works so well with it. It's not like the key focus, because you look at her hair and it's just like, oh, now I'm noticing all the rest of the red and how it works so well with the black, and the fact that the top looks like so good.
Yeah. And I'm over here just like based off your comment before, like you said, like if Taoqi had white hair, I'd be like, oh, this is terrible, right? Bro, if Yinlin had black hair, dude, that'd be sick. But it looks awesome with the red. Like I love that they did the red. But like again, like if you were to change up these colors, she still fundamentally would be okay. And I want to talk a little bit more about this. So if you were to change the colors like on Yinlin, right? Like let's say her accent color was blue.
Okay.
Her armor would look so cool with the blue.
That's the thing, though. That's the great thing about this is like the color isn't what makes it
Correct.
great. The color that's accented here is just like making it pop and making it look better.
Right.
But the actual design of the clothes and just like her model in general, like it doesn't need any of that.
Yeah. This is stupid because it's like everyone would do this, but I actually think that she just goes here. Last one, Yuanwu.
Yep. Yuanwu.
It's kind of hard to follow up.
It really is,
though, honestly, but I'll let you go because I feel like you and I are gonna have a very separate take on him.
Okay, so obviously he has glasses, so I know he's probably gonna be pretty low on your tier. I gotta say, dude, I actually do like his design quite a bit.
I figured you might.
I do. Like, I don't vibe with a fedora hat. I really don't. Again, it's just this hat thing. I don't know why. Everything about him is just like daddy.
Interesting.
He looks like a daddy to me. Like, he has a nice little chin beard. He has got the glasses. He's got like the messy, like, I'm the cool dad vibe. And then he puts on the fedora and everyone's like, oh, never mind. I actually think he belongs in A. I think he belongs at least in front of Yangyang.
Dude, your takes are scuffed. Your takes are scuffed.
I'm still bothered that Yangyang's that high. I'm gonna be honest.
Dude, how can you be bothered by that? You think that that Yuanwu goes above Yangyang?
Yes.
You think Yuanwu is cooler than Mortefi?
I feel like he should at least be at the bottom of A, or
he is at the bottom of A.
In the front of B. It doesn't. I think he should be in A. At least.
Okay, fine. We'll put him in A. You're wrong, but we'll put him in A. We'll put him in A. Dude, I feel like we did pretty good here. I don't think that anyone in their right mind would agree with us. Okay, we're taking one last look at this. Are there any changes that we would make?
I will say Yangyang should probably go in front of Aalto.
All right, that's not the change that I thought you were going to make. I accept that change. Okay.
I think Aalto looks really cool, but the Yangyang has a little bit more of a pop than Aalto.
Yeah, oh yeah, she does. No, for sure. You're right. And I'm not going to push that any further. I'm going to take my win. Okay, hear me out. Okay. I actually think that Sanhua goes.
No, I can agree with that. I can look past the hat. Not in front of Baizhi.
Right, exactly. You nailed it. You know me so well. I really do. Like, as a personal tier list, I would put her slightly above Baizhi. I actually love Baizhi's design for what it's worth. And there's a lot of... I may be running these two, low-key, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
We'll see. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
I'm happy with that. Cool.
And
I think that's...
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'll talk to you later.
All right.